talking about Yosef HaTzadik, the Eli girl, the Disla girl, the great Yosef.
Joey the Righteous.
Joey
the Righteous.
Joey the Righteous. Thank you. Parshas Vayeshev begins with an interesting introduction about Yaakov, as the Torah says, Vaya bet Yaakov esh, uvet Yosef lehava. Yaakov, thank you, was very concerned about the alufim of last week. Parasha, all of the alufim of Esav. So Hashem told him, don't worry, bet Yaakov esh, uvet Yosef lehava. Yosef, nitzotz come from you, is going to burn all of Esav. When I was reading it first time, meaning when first time I was reading it, I was aware to what I was reading. I expect the following story to continue by that Yaakov won against Esav, which we don't see any winning. The story continues like nothing happened, which the introduction doesn't seem to be correlate to the story. When you're afraid from somebody and you have somebody a winner, how come there is no indication to what happened in the Torah? There is very interesting comparison that Yaakov has to Yosef. The Midrash Rabbah, long list of comparison. Uma'ul, Ama'ul, his brother hate him, the brother hate him. His mama Akara, he was Akara. All long comparison between Yaakov, thank you, was all long comparison between Yaakov to Esav, which seems to be unnecessary by the message of Yaakov loving his son. The Torah says, I want to focus started, והוא נער את בני בינה ואת בני זלפה נשי אביו. What's והוא נער? Rashi says, עושה מעשה נערות, שהיה מסלסל בשערו. את בני בילה, what's את בני בינה ואת בני זלפה? That he was taking care of his brothers. He saw that the Shvatim were מבזה the בני השפחות, the children of the שפחות, and therefore he said, he was there to protect them. So how do you read the pasuk? והוא נער את בני בילה ואת בני זלפה. והוא נער has nothing to do with the word את בני בלהה ואת בני זלפה. והוא נער just described that he was מסלסל בשערו. The second part of it, את בני בילה ואת בני זלפה, just telling you that he was there taking care of the brothers, which has nothing to do with the beginning of the word of the pasuk, והוא נער. And that itself needs a lot of explanation. He is there to protect Bnei HaShfachot, נכון? So what should be the feeling of Bnei HaShfachot toward Yosef? It's our buddy! Later on, they go and they made a baiting, and they are part of the baiting to decide to kill Yosef. מה קרה? How can you people, that you better protect you and help you, you should have minimum of הכרת הטוב to protect them, because over there, if they didn't have Beidin, they wouldn't be able to make it. So each one of them could have objected, and Yosef wouldn't die. How come the Bnei HaShfachot, they have no problem to get Yosef to die, when in fact he's the one who's there to protect them? Needs a lot of explanation on Yosef. The Gemara says that Yosef was choshed his brothers, and he accused them ever minachai, mezazelim b'bnei HaShfachot, and חשודים על עריות. יוסף הצדיק, what's wrong with you? Rashi says that דיבתם רעה, what's דיבתם? It was talk bad about them. You talk bad about people, you tzaddik. You're not supposed to take לשון הרע. Especially it was so wrong. If you're so wrong, how can you give report to your father like that? What's wrong with you, Yosef? You have to understand that if they're eating Era Minachai, okay, understand what's happened. Maybe, did you check what happened? We have a rule, שמוע בין אחיכם, Ushfatem tzedek. If anybody telling you, look, this guy did something wrong, you're not allowed to believe him. Go and ask him what happened. Yosef can see one picture and say they were wrong. This is Yosef tzaddik. It seems to be the opposite of behavior of tzaddik. Now, וישראל אהב את יוסף מכל בניו, כי בן זקונים מולו. The Gemara says, לעולם לא יחבב אדם בן בן הבנים. A man not allowed to take one son and to favorite him, because Yaakov favored his son, and eventually they came to Mitzrayim because of that. So the obvious question, Yaakov, how did you do it? Can you do such a thing, Yaakov? You're not supposed to. Yaakov did mistake? That's what we are saying over here.
יצחק עשו את זה? יצחק רבקה זה...
לא מחבל, לא מחבל, לא, בין הבנים.
למה? ראינו זה יצחק loved his son more.
Vayehav said, yes, certain love, but he didn't show extra
That's
love.
why he did it.
No, he said between also over there was a difference. It was of the derech, I mean, whatever the pshat over there. So the way he loved them, the Torah says, Ahav, which is past. By Yitzchak he says, Vayehav. And it says, Et Yosef mikol banav. So he loved his son more than any other sons. On the following pasuk, when the children were offended, it should have said, Vayiru echav, ki oto ahav aviyem mikol banav. But the Torah turns it, ki oto ahav aviyem mikol echav, which needs explanation why the love that the Torah described was mikol banav, and their love was mikol echav. Let's read the psukim that Mamash needs to understand. Pasuk A, Vayachalom Yosef Chalom, Vayaged le'echav. Simu lev, the word is Vayaged. Vayosifu od senoto. So they hate him once because his father loves them. Then second level, another level of hatred, which is, he told them the dream. Then he said, Vayomer alehem, Shimuna החלום הזה אשר חלמתי. והנה אנחנו מעלמים עלומים בתוך השדה. והנה קמה אלומתי וגם ניצבה. והנה תסובנה אלומותיכם ותשתחוונה לאלומתי. So he told them the dream. ויאמרו לו אחד, they responded back to him, המלוך תמלוך עלינו עם משול תמשול. Bunny, are you going to control us? And then third time, ויסיפו עוד שנאותו על חלומותיו ועד דבריו. But it's already said before that he gave the חלום and they hate him. The Torah says after he gives the חלום, they hate him again, but the Torah said they hate him already because of the חלום. weiter, ויחלום עוד חלום אחר, here he says, ויספר אותו לאחיו. סיפור. Before was, ויגד. ויאמר עליהם, ויאמר, הנה חלמתי חלום עוד. Here, he doesn't say עליהם anymore. On the first חלום was, עליהם. In this חלום, it's not עליהם. It just says, ויאמר חלום, חלמתי חלום עוד. והנה השמש והירח ו11 כוכבים משתחווים לי. So that's another annoying חלום, נכון? What should be the response now? ויוסיפו עוד. סנוטו, they don't hate him. ויספר, no, not yet. ויספר אל אביו ואל אחיו. He said the story once again. מה אתה אומר פעמיים? You should say once in front of the brothers and the father. נכון? He said once in the brothers, then again in front, the brother in front of the fathers. ויגר בו אביו, the father was upset. ויאמר לו, מה החלום הזה אשר חלמת? What's the dream? אבוא נבוא אני ממך ואחיך להשתחוות לך הארצה. Here we have a different way. First one is ויקנאו בו אחיו. Here it turns into קינה, ואביו שמר את הדבר. So we have steps on the dreams that being transferred from twice sinah on the first dream, second dream no respond, only after the father heard that it seems to have a respond of קינה. וילכו אל אחיו לראות את צאן אביהם בשכם, the father לראות את צאן אביהם, רש"י says לראות את עצמן. The Midrash brings unbelievable description. The Midrash says something very harsh. Find it. The Midrash says, oh, you hear, that נקוד על עת, the word עת has נקודה, ללמד שלא לראות את הצאן הלכו, אלא לאכול ולשתות ולהתפתות. To eat and to drink and, מה זה להתפתות? To be seduced. Seduced from what? לא יודע. That's the Midrash. This is explanation. They went to eat and to drink and להתפתות. Where is he getting it from? Okay, weiter. The pasuk says that his father sent him, go לראות מה שלום אחיו. He goes and he said, וימצאו איש בשדה, Rashi said it was Malach Gavriel, he found them on the Sadeh. And he told him, where are they? He said, אומרים נלכה דותיינה. מה זה, Rashi says, what's דותיינה means? Nikle dat, they are planning to kill you. They thinking which way they should have kill you. So therefore they go over there. We have a rule of פיקוח נפש, נכון? פיקוח נפש דוחה את כל התורה כולה. You have מצוות כיבוד אב ואם to visit your brothers. You heard a report they're there to kill you. Are you allowed to go over there? No. What's the use of going? You're taking chance in your life?
No, but his father told him to go.
Yeah, that's עשה מול פיקוח נפש. How come Yosef can go? The pasuk go weiter.
Who says at that point he knew?
What? He told them. Dotaina, Rashi said, he told them they are planning to kill you over there. Huh? Malach. So he knows he's planning to kill him. Weiter, it says, then they says, ויראו אותו מרחוק, פסוק י"ח, ובטרם יקרב עליהם, ויתנכלו אותו לעמיתו. So they see him from far, and they thinking, how can we kill him? The pasuk continue, they said, let's kill him. And then Reuven comes into the picture. וישמע ראובן ויצילהו מידה. ויאמר לא נקנו נפש. There were two people who saved them over here. Reuven, which he says, let's not kill him, let's put him into the pit. Then Yehuda, after they were in the bowl, Yehuda said, let's sell him to somebody else. Who is the one who made the biggest effect in the story? Reuven or Yehuda? Reuven. Who is the one who made the biggest effect on the story? No, Reuven, because they didn't kill him. Yehuda was able only to...
Only by Yehuda it says, Vishmeu achi.
Do it after.
Yeah, but it says here, they listened, they did it.
If Reuven didn't,
Without Reuven,
he would have dead.
he would have been dead. Yehuda said...
to play his role.
Huh?
Yehuda wouldn't have been there to play
Right,
his role.
Yehuda cannot act without Reuven. When Yaakov Avinu gave the brachot, it says Reuven, he gave it to him, you know. You ask, אשת כעד ותזו, מיתה עד תחילת היצוא עלה, he shoots Reuven, ta. No compliment. When he goes to Yehuda, גור אריה יהודה מטרף בני עליתה. You saved my son. מה saved my son, Yehuda? The one who saved was Reuven, get zero recognition. And Yehuda just was, you know, he made a trade, he get the highest recognition over here. What's going on?
But only by Yehuda it says, כי אחינו בשרנו וישמעו
בסדר,
אחי.
אבל who saved them? Without
But the
him.
Torah didn't say it, ששמעו
That
אליו.
makes it
לא, אבל הם
question.
שמעו, הם שמו אותו בבור.
שמעו ליהודה, I'm saying.
לא, הם שמעו להם, שמו אותו בבור. ואף שיתו ושמו אותו בבור. Weiter. So then they threw him into the board, and then וישבו לאכול לחם, the Torah emphasized, they eating bread. Yehuda goes over and he says, מה בצע כי נהרוג את אחינו? Which money we're going to make by killing a brother? Who says we're going to make money? There is, huh? Money.
what's in it for me?
I heard a good chap, you know, בצע ראשי תיבות בוקר צהריים וערב. We're not going to be able to daven if we're going to kill him in morning and evening. שכוח. But the pshat, betza means money, nachon? So he said, what's money we're going to gain? Who's talking about money over here? Then he says, וישמע, ויאמר יהודה אל אחיו, let's sell him and everything, and then וישמעו אחיו. Suddenly they listen to him. It doesn't make sense. If they made a גזר דין, was a גזר דין, הוא מצרף הקדוש ברוך הוא עמהם, that חייב מיתה. Why suddenly Yehuda can change? He say, you know what? Let's not do mita. Let's do mechira. If the gzar din is for mita, we know halacha lemaise. You're not allowed to change from mita to mechira. So how come here we see Yaakov make a change to the whole story without Yehuda make a change to the gzar din when the gzar din is supposed to be bechlal mita. Then they selling him to the Ishmaelim. They sell it to the Ishmaelim, and come Reuven and he says, "Ana ani ba, what I'm going to do?" Says Rashi, "Ana evrach mitza'aro shel Abba." How can I run away from the pain of my father? What's it to run away from pain of my father? You're not supposed to run away, nachon? From the pain of you. How are we going to deal with it? What's evrach mitza'aro shel Abba?
Wait, who's saying that?
Reuven, Anna Evracha, she said, Mitzaro Shela. So, in order to understand, I want to go back a little bit on last week's point. We said last week that Esav is the nekeva, is the female, and Yosef and Yaakov is the zachar. The wife of Leah and Yaakov, Leah and Rachel. Leah is the female, the nekeva, and no, Rachel is the nekeva, and Leah is the zachar. We explained that the original shidduch of Yaakov, the original shidduch for Esav should have been Leah, because Esav is, we said Esav is nekeva because he's the gilgul of Chava, the Zohar says, and Yaakov is zachar because he's gilgul of Adam. So Adam and Chava went into, לא אמרתי את זה בשבוע?
לא, לא זכור.
Okay, Adam and Chava went into Yitzchak, and when Yitzchak gave birth, Esav it's Adam, and Chava it's Esav. So if so, Rachel is the female, and Leah is the male. So the solution for Yaakov is a man, he should marry Rachel, she's a female, and Esav is a female, he should marry Leah, which acting as a man. The biggest compliment for Leah was that she was giving up her identity, and she was willing to go against her nature to be a wife for Yaakov, while Yaakov is bechlal male, so there was no real relationship between them. On the pasuk it says, "V'Rachel akara." Says the Midrash. כתוב רחל הייתה עקרה, the Midrash says, רחל, מדרש רבה, רחל הייתה עקרת הבית. שכל הבנים שלה, she was the main part of the house. It says, קול ברמה נשמע, נהי בכי תמרורי, רחל מבכה על בניה. She's crying for her children. The Midrash says, על בנה לא נאמר, אלא על בניה. רחל was the mother for the all שבטים. Why? Leah cannot be a mother. בגלל שלאה is male. Male cannot give...
So she's a father?
She's acting as a father. And therefore Rachel was the mother of the all שבטים. That is called Mame Rochel. Right? Mame Rochel is the mother all of the שבטים. Step 1. Stage 2 we said on Dinah. So Dinah, by the way, what I said last week, I found it half an hour ago, שתי זוהר הקדוש. לא זוהר הקדוש, שלה. שני לוחות הברית, מפורש. Unbelievable. He said that Dinah was originally pregnant as a boy. She became a girl. She's acting as girl, and אהבת נשים לה, על הכתוב ותצא לראות בבנות הארץ. I gave it this week, I gave this shiur. It was a Baal Tshuva in the shiur. I started talking about Dinah. She was also man. He left in the middle of the shiur and he walked out. And I felt bad.
Rabbi sent him this.
For him. And he sent me a text message. I told Rabbi, can you send me a link for the shiur? So I was worried he's going to send it to people who are going to misunderstood. So I thought, Shlomo, don't upload it. And then he asked me where it says that she loves women. And I didn't have a straight answer for him. As I had the Zohar, the Midrash Kohelet says it was Mishkav Zachor for Shechem. So I responded back to him, if you would have the kavod to stay till the end of the shiur, you would have get it. But unfortunately, you left too early. So he excused himself that, I'm sorry, I had to go to work. Previous weeks he didn't, whatever. So I didn't answer to him, but now at least I have a solid one to show. It's a state, Shla, Kadosh, Omer. But the Shla take it the next level, Rabbi Yisrael. That's what I was looking for. Because Shla says, Shla Kodesh, that Yosef HaTzadik was exactly the same, but the opposite. Yosef was pregnant as a girl. Because of the tefillah, he converted to be a man. So Yosef HaTzadik הוא באמת man with woman inside.
That's why he played with his hair.
Huh?
He was Una, he played with his hair.
Very good. Therefore, he's acting as a woman. play, מסלסל בשערו.
That dilutes his ניסיון tenfold. זה לוקח את הניסיון שהיה לו וזה מפחית את זה כמעט לכלום.
טוב, לאט לאט, בוא נמשיך.
צריך...
רק התחלנו, צדי, שנייה. So,
You stay till the end of this year. Then
No,
all
no.
this
Don't worry, I'm not the one to leave.
Okay.
I wanted to stay after this year.
right, זה הבעיה.
Rabbi, then you need to go to work.
Okay. So Yosef is a man which acting like a woman. A very emotional guy seems to be, to a certain extent. He was reporting all of the bad behavior of his siblings. That's a very emotional behavior. He didn't look into where it came from. Usually, when a wife reports something to her husband, how she reports it? She reports the fact. She doesn't analyze what happened. That's a responsible of a father to know what really happened, because
The woman brings the emotion.
she brings the emotion and the fact. This is what happened. He's supposed to analyze it by understand. Okay, no, well, one second. Let's see what happened before, what happened after. Yaakov Avinu look at Yosef, and he seems to be his wife. He acting like his wife. He has the traits of his wife, and he become the mother of the tribes as going to be. He's the mother, his wife. Says the Torah, ועשה לו כתונת. First, Israel אהב את Yosef. What's אהב? This is an old love. That's a continuation of the love of Rachel. אהב את יוסף מכל בניו, כי בן זקונים הוא לא. מה זה בן זקונים? says רש"י, שנולד לו לעת זקנתו, ועשה לו כתונת פסים. רש"י says, כמו, איזה כתונת? כמו, look on Rashi, which type of כתונת פסים he did to him? אמנון ותמר. איפה רש"י על אמנון פסים? שמואל ב' פרק י"ג. So Rashi said the kutonet was same as the kutonet as Amnon and Tamar. Can I read to you what's the kutonet of Tamar? Described. Ve'alea kutonet pasim. This is the Navi described the kutonet of Tamar. She worked as a female kutonet pasim. כי כן תלבשנה בנות המלך הבתולות. כתונת פסים, it's a dress for the girls of the king. Yaakov Avinu dressing his son with ketonet pasim like a girl, because he grew he was developed as a girl, and he's acting as a girl. Yaakov Avinu appointing Yosef to be the mother of the family. The mother of the family has dreams for her kids. Who dreamed your kids to be somebody? בעל החלומות הזה. This is the mother. She has dreams about her kids. So the Torah says, ויראו אחיו כי אותו אהב אביהם מכל אחיו וישנאו אותו ולא יכלו לדברו לשלום. State שנאה 1, they didn't notice why. They thought, אהב אותו מכל אחיו. He just love as a brother, he loves him more. So that's why they hate him. Then it says, ויחלום יוסף חלום ויגד לאחיו ויוסיפו עוד שנא אותו. שנאה 2, ויחלום חלום, and then he gives them the dream and they hate him again. How can you hate twice? So it said, ויחלום יוסף חלום ויגד לאחיו, כתוב, כה תאמר לבית יעקב ותגד לבני ישראל. להגיד is a straight message. Come Yosef says, boys, I need you all together. I want to give you a dream that I had. Who the heck are you to give you your dreams? To give us your dream? We don't want to hear your dreams. The fact that a boy has a dream, and Yosef, and he's sharing it with his siblings, that's a sign, I'm acting you as a mother, and I want to share with you my dreams. So that's why they hate him. But it's Neoto! Who are you to give us a, we don't want to hear your dreams. So the first thing on the concept, you giving us your dream. Who are you to dream about us? But the second part is the content of the dream. Let's read the first dream. והנה, אנחנו מעלמים עלומים בתוך השדה. So we all working together in the field. והנה קמה אלומתי וגם ניצבה. My aluma, my bundles, stands. And what happened right after? והנה תסובנה אלומותיכם. All of the bundles after gather around me. ותשתחוונה לאלומתי. Bend down to me. What's going on over here? Think about ducks. Ducks going around, moving around. Mommy duck start walking. What happened for the rest of the duck? Following her and said, I'm acting as a mom. We are working together. When I stand up, you made a decision to go around and to bend down to me. He's telling him, you are the one who made the decision to make me your mom. והנה תסובנה אלומותיכם ותשתחוונה לאלומתי. I didn't ask you to bend down to me. You decided on your own that I should be your mom. That's the second time of age 3. Why? Because we don't need you to be our mom. We are fine. ויוסיפו עוד שנא אותו על חלומותיו ועל דבריו. You think you have a dream, you're giving it to us, and you think that we recognize you, that we should be our mom. We never recognize that.
Rabbi,
רק אני חייב להמשיך את הפלו. והמשיך, והחלום עוד חלום אחר, במחילה, they continue another חלום, ויספר אותו לאחיו. Now he changed language. There is no Vayaged, because there is no new message. He's giving him just a different dream, not giving him a message of I am the person who's dreaming about you. ביום, after he said the story, ויאמר חלום חלמתי חלום עוד, והנה השמש והירח ו11 כוכבים משתחווים לי. I had a dream that you all are bending down to me on your own. What should be the response of the brothers at this point?
מי אתה?
מי אתה? והוסיפו עוד, שנא אותו. But it's not happening. They recognize that he is a figure. He's a figure. He's a mom. He's supposed to lead them.
Kids don't like
At
a
this
stepmom.
point, up to this point, they hate him. למה? לא, אתה עוד שנייה, אבל. Up to this point, they hate him. Why they hate him? Who are you to do it? At this point, they accept him. But we know that's the reality, but we are uncomfortable with it. We don't want you to be our mom, but you are mom. We have no choice. It's a stepmother. Somebody needs to cook for us. They are not happy. After they accept it, he goes and he reporting it to who? To the father. Because he said the dream to the siblings, and then second time he said it again to the siblings in front of Abba. ויספר אל אביו ואל אחיו. Abba, we here agree that I am the mother of the family. If I am the mother of the family, Abba, I need your approval.
So Binyamin accepted it.
בנימין לא היה עדיין.
Wait, so
לא,
what?
was born, but he
Binyamin
wasn't
accepted
part of
He
it.
was too little.
He wasn't a
אבל
part of
נדבר
it.
על בנימין עוד
Same
מעט,
mother.
נדבר על בנימין עוד מעט.
Hey, Rabbi, so
Stepmother.
why did he include his mom bending down to him as well?
No, that's his the shpachot. Now, and you understand in a second. So it says that everybody accepted. נכון? And the father says, okay, but we have technical issue. How would your mom bend down for you, נכון?
אני
אבוא,
ואמך.
נבוא, אני ואמך ואחיך. If you the mother of the family, would your mom bend down for you? No. Your mom doesn't bend down to mom. It says, ואביו שמר את הדבר, put it on hold. The conclusion, we'll talk about it later. The conclusion is, האחים כרגע understand that he's the mom, he's controlling them, and therefore, they מקנאים בו. At this point, they change their approach about him. They jealous on him. What jealousy means? You're taking a space from us. Sin'ah is you show what's wrong about me. Kin'ah is you taking my space. That's why kin'at sofrim is not you taking my space. Just I have space, I see your space, and I want to have the same space as you. That's a healthy kin'ah. The bad kin'ah is I don't want you to have it, because when you have it, I feel that I don't have. That's a bad kin'ah. ויקנאו בו אחיו, there is an understanding, we know we have a problem. But we don't want you to be the one who having it instead of us. We have a problem. We have no mom. And we know we need it, but we are uncomfortable with the situation of you being our mom. That's ויקנאו בו אחיו. was big misunderstanding on the brothers of reading the story. Because וילכו אחיו לראות את צאן אביהם בשכם. The Medrash says they went לאכול, לשתות ולהתפתות. Says the Medrash, they had a big problem. Because Yosef never intended to be their mom. They read the story, they thought he's planning to be their mom. But he didn't plan to be their mom. He planned to be their leader, not as a mom. How do we know? The Medrash says that Yosef, it's a duplication of Yaakov. He's a male, it's not a female. Their weaknesses cause them to feel, okay, we are missing, so therefore he's trying to be our mom. Let's go weiter in the story. The story goes, he continue, his father sent them, לך לראות את שלום אחיך. If the father sent them to see שלום אחיך, is he sending them as a mother or as a leader? A mother doesn't go to see שלום אחיו. נכון? The father will never send his wife to see how they're doing. Only a brother will report, only a leader. You the head, I want you to report. They don't see it like that because Rashi says, רואים את עצמם. They're into themselves, we'll see what's going on. And therefore, says the malach to Yosef, they are planning to kill you. They don't want you. But says Yosef, I know why they are planning to kill me, but I can work it out with them because I don't want to be their mom. When I'll meet with them, I'll work it out. They want to kill me because they say, I'm going to be the man. I don't want to be their mom, Be'ochlal. I'm going to reach them. Therefore, the Torah says, when they see him from far, they made a decision to kill. So when he came to meet with them, he was unable to talk. He was already gzar din. They made a decision that this guy is chayav mita. Lama? Because a man was trying to be a woman. Chayav mita. Who are you trying to be? You're not a woman. You mesalsel besarcha. You dressed up like a girl. Like a girl. You're acting like a woman. Chayav mita. We don't want, you cannot be in a world. And Hashem is scheming man. How do they decide to kill him? But before they kill, what did they do first? They took off the ketonet pasim. We're taking out your identity as a woman. You have to understand before you're dying, you are not a woman. You are a man. Aval, what's going on over here? The Torah says that Reuven he sees what's going on. What is the job of Reuven as a leader? To stop it. What did Reuven do? He delayed it. Reuven postponed the killing. Let's put him on the board. I'll deal with it later. He never addressed the problem that they were facing. We have a problem, we decide to kill him. We don't address it. He never addressed it. As a leader, he's supposed to face them while they are killing. What did he do? He only postponed it. At this point, even Yehuda thinks that he's supposed to chayav mita. Therefore, he said, all agree chayav mita, but we put him in the bowl, and Reuven said, let's postpone it. Okay, beseder, we can postpone the din mita. But right after was a big change. Vayeshevu le'echol lechem, says Rashi. Vayeshevu mabetza. Is it Rashi or not, or is the Midrash? No, Rashi. Says the Midrash, אמר להם הקדוש ברוך הוא, אתם יושבים לחם והצדיק שלי מתענה. What's the need לשבת לאכול לחם? If they making a gzar din because someone deserved to die, do they have to eat after? No. What's the need to eat when you feel empty, uncomfortable with yourself? Therefore, you want to eat, you want to fill up yourself with something. After they decide to kill and they throw him into the pit, you does see that something else going on. we are not motivated by what's good for him. We are bothered with what's going on with us. We understand that Yaakov, Yosef, is taking away our space. He's not trying to be our mother. He's trying to be our leader. As a leader, he's taking away our space. Therefore, he says, Ma betza. By the end of the day, we are not facing halacha issues. We are facing personal issues. It says in the Medrash, because of this Medrash, I had to change the whole pshat. I had a whole pshat, and last minute I found the Medrash and everything had to be changed. I'll tell you in a second why. The Medrash says that Malchut, Yosef, יש משיח בן דוד זה נקבה. מכוח יסוד. מכוח מלכות. משיח בן יוסף, משיח בן יוסף זה יסוד. And the Mashiach HaZachar. We have two Meshichim in Hanagot in Am Yisrael. We have Mashiach ben David, which is the female Mashiach, and we have Mashiach ben Yosef. Yehuda, which is Mashiach ben David, he's the one who realized that there is no taking space. I can be still Mashiach ben David and Nekeva, and Yosef can still be the Mashiach of the Zachar. We have a problem, we cannot handle him.
We deleted.
Let's sell him, let's delay it. He woke up the brothers with the issue that they were facing. We are not facing a problem in Yosef, we are facing a problem on us that we cannot function with Yosef. It's too overwhelming for us. If that's our problem, we need to send them away from us. Because Yosef acting as a leader too early than what we can afford. Therefore, Yosef was pushed to Mitzrayim, and another 21 years, Yosef became their man leader. Yosef was always a man leader. And the way we read so far was wrong. The reason Yosef Avinu repaired them the Chalomot, it's not as a woman. His father recognized his sense of a woman to be able to relate to the brothers, men, with the abilities of a woman. But the father realized that Yosef is a man. And therefore, when he gave the last dream, Amarlo, would your mother bend down to you? It's impossible, because if you think you are female, if you think he's female, it's impossible. But V'aviv shamar et hadavar, because Aviv no is a male. A female will bend down to male. That's going to be only eventually in Mitzrayim. The only reason the brother misread the story, that's the Medrash says, שישבו לאכול ולשתות ולהתפתות. What's להתפתות means? If somebody ready להתפתות, it means he's ready to be not seduced. איך נגיד את המילה בעברית להתפתות? To be convinced to do different. When a person he doesn't have a feeling of his own, comfortable with himself, is exposed for any changes in life.
Persuaded.
What?
Persuaded.
Persuaded to any changes. The only reason they were approached him like that, they were in a way empty. לאכול ולשתות ולהתפתות. Anyone, whatever we're going to lead, anywhere, any direction we're going to be leaded, we're going to be fine. באמת, and that's taking it far, but with your permission, Yaakov, Yosef wasn't the female, it was the male. You know who was the female? The Shvatim. The Shvatim were the female in the story. A female cannot stand another female. They approached themselves as a female. They couldn't appreciate Yosef as another female. That's why it says, לאכול ולשתות ולהתפתות. A female, you can change your mind at any second. They read the story as a female and they classify Yosef as a female. But they need to go through the process of the 21 years, which is the story of Yehuda, of tzadka mimeni. The story of that, without getting into it, tzadka mimeni means I understand who is the man and who is the woman. But that's understand who is the man. They need to go the process to understand who they are, and through that, no, next week I'm not giving a shiur, but in Parashat, that's Miket, nachon?
Not either.
But no, what's Yosef played with him? Yes.
Yes.
So Yosef turned them back to be into men, not acting as a female. Only then he was able to reveal himself to him.
That's why they didn't recognize him with the beard. It was like a man.
It was a man for them. Oh, very good, excellent. So Yosef had to play with them around to act as men.
And the proof
As
was
you
that they
know-
were supposed to be kids of Esav. Remember you said that?
So that is how God, as we know later on, we had the same issue with Binyamin. מה קרה עם Binyamin? When Binyamin was taken by Yosef, Reuven says, את כל בני תמית, אם לא, אביא אותי ואליך. Would you kill my children? No, he postponed the problem. Yehuda says, אנוכי יערבנו, מידי תבקשנו. We're taking personal responsibility, we're acting as men. Yosef had to change the shivteka to be responsible for each other. That's a man behavior. Being arevim for each other, and only after that he revealed himself. Okay, ani Yosef. Now they can afford him. Before they convert to be responsible of to each other, they're not men. They cannot appreciate Yosef. So our message is we need to internalize who we are before we are judging anybody else. Most of the time we are judging other people is vayekanu bo echav. I feel he's taking my space. So it's easier for us to judge somebody negatively. It's easier to say that somebody is wrong. But as soon as you realize who you are and he's not taking your space, you have no problem. Can you show the video once again?